Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at New Knoxville High School where the Botkins Trojans take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lambs Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Kogi Plumbing, and First National Bank. Good morning. I'm Jeff Henson. Alongside me today is Greg Burning. We have a volleyball matchup today with the Shelby County League Athletic Conference League Botkins Trojans and the Midwest Athletic League New Knoxville Rangers. Greg, it's early in the season. Botkins already 2 games under their belt, and New Knoxville now playing their 6th match. But first look at the Trojans. They've been off to a good start.
Yeah, they came out, defeated Temple Christian, then had a match this week against league rival Fairlawn Jets, defeated them 3-1. They had a nice output from Danielle Schwartz with 18 digs and 14 kills, and also contributing was Bella Uri with 11 assists. So as you said, great start so far, come out 2-0. This will be a good challenge here, game number 3.
They're gonna have a big test, as you mentioned. New Knoxville now, as I said before, playing their 6th match already. Got off to a good start, played some very good competition, opened up in the Coldwater Spike-Off last Saturday.
Yeah, they got some really good competition right out of the gate, as you mentioned. They lost to a good Miami East and a St. Henry team, and then defeated Fort Laramie, and then have came back after that and beat Houston in 3 and St. Mary's in 3. So they hit some good competition right out of the gate and have been rolling the last 3, and we'll see what happens here today. Should be a good one.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the first serve here on NKTelco Sports.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Welcome back to Knoxville. We'll get the starting lineups first. The Botkins Trojans. Number 2 was Hannah Bailey, 5. Alexis Vehorn, 4. Danielle Schwartz, 6. Brielle Boroff, number 9. Bella Uri, and your libero for the Trojans, number 12, Sarah Bergman. And the Trojans are led by head coach Brian Trigo in his 14th season as head coach. So we've seen a lot of volleyball in those years. And now for the Rangers, number 12, Carly Fletterjohn. 10, Meg Jurasic. 7, Taylor Doty. Number 6, Hannah Newman. Number 5, Morgan Leffel. 3, Caitlin Lammers. And 2, Tasia Louth. And number 1, your libero this evening, or this morning, is Faith Homan. The Rangers are coached by Morgan Strayer in her first season, assisted by Casey Phillips. And JV coach for the Rangers, Paige Lehman. The Rangers in JV competition today, victorious in 3 sets over the Botkins Trojans. So, Greg, we get ready. As you mentioned, the Botkins off to a good start this season with the 2-0 record. New Knoxville already now getting ready to play their 6th match of the season at 3-2.
Yeah, I think for Botkins, going to be a big adjustment. Sarah Bergman, their best hitter, in some injury phase, I guess, and has transitioned into more of a libero role. Not sure exactly how that's going to work out for Botkins, but there'll be an adjustment there. Knoxville, same, 3-2 record, but kind of in the same situation as Botkins as far as a good run. They've won the last 3 in a row now, coming out of that spike off and then winning the last 2. So both teams coming in this off some wins and ready to go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they react or recover while Bergman kind of recovers, if you will, or can. So we'll see how this rolls out here, and we're ready to start the match between the Trojans and the Rangers. As Bergman in the back row, one of the taller liberos you'll find in the area, 6 feet 2 inches. And serving first for the Trojans will be number 2, Hannah Bailey. Fletcher-John quickly to Louth in the first attack. It will drop for a kill for Tasia Louth. One thing the Rangers in their 5 matches so far, Greg, is they've spread the wealth around. And take that back. It was a point for Botkins.
He must have called that on the antenna because I know it was really close to the out of bounds there. So
a point for the Trojans. Louth will try again, and this time it will drop. So now she gets her kill. And as I was alluding to, the Rangers have a lot of attackers. Not uncommon to see 4 to 5 different girls, each with 5 or 6 kills. So they spread it around, and all led through by their setter, Carly Fletcher-John, as Aaron Scott serving for the Rangers. Schwartz attack touched back by the Rangers. Drossic will bump it over to Doty. And Botkins back on offense as well. Schwartz tips it over. She had a nice night, Greg, against Fairlawn, I believe, the other night. Had a good night with a kill.
Yeah, we're going to get a double hit there, I believe, against Botkins. Yeah, she had 14 kills and against Fairlawn, along with 18 digs. So very busy and active that night.
She may get more of the workload as Bergman is temporarily not hitting. Nice pickup by Morgan Luffel, and it cannot be saved, so they'll give the kill to number 5, Alexis Vehorn. 2-2 your score here in set number 1. Boroff serve recovered by the Rangers. Back row attack carries long. Catches the back line. Aaron Scott with the back row attack.
Yeah, good strong attack there from Scott. She put some velocity on that, and like you said, just able to catch the far corner.
Fletcher-John will serve and hustle to the front row. Rangers running a 5-1 offense. Outside to Doty, she pushes it across. Botkins good defense to recover. Another chance here for New Knoxville. They go short. That worked very well with Fletcher-John and Jurasic. The short set, the quick attack. Defense, Greg, not there to put a block up.
Yeah, Botkins really struggling to get in the good rotation, both offensively and defensively. They've really had the 3-ball, a lot of hits over so far. New Knoxville's been a little bit more successful to quickly get in their offense. They're going to have another chance right here.
Leffel getting into the attack. So, again, a number of hitters. Morgan Leffel to kill, and I'm probably, Greg, already. They've had 3 or 4 different girls record a kill. So good ball placement by Fletcher-John. When you don't know where it's going, it's tough to, again, line your blocks up. And there's a service ace by Fletcher-John off of the Trojans' hands. And New Knoxville quickly now have scored 4 straight, as it was 2-2, now a 6-2 Ranger lead.
Yeah, they're quick pace. They definitely don't waste too much time to get the ball up and moving.
Schwartz, her attack carries long. Had a couple blockers to think about. And her attack carries long, now 7-2 as Fletcher-John continues to serve. Coach Morgan Strayer in her first season as head coach for New Knoxville. Outside to Doty. Strong kill, good pickup by Schwartz, but her teammate was in the net, so that will go for not give Doty the kill. And New Knoxville continues to roll. They're getting very good offense. It's more New Knoxville with the throttle down or full throttle here, and Botkins a little bit of self-defense almost. Get a good attack there. Good swing by Schwartz. It's picked up. Doty again. Nice job by Bergman.
But there you mentioned same thing. They're just struggling just to get the ball through the other side of the net, and usually on a 3 hit.
Bailey's back row attack picked up. Botkins with a chance now Good offense. Doty will not be able to field it cleanly, and Danielle Schwartz, number 4, with her kill, and that gives Botkins their 3rd point.
Yeah, they got a nice setup there. You can tell they're starting to lean a little more towards Schwartz.
A lot.
Try to get her in the action and get some good setup for her, and she got a nice hit there to get Botkins up to 8-3.
Janelle Greavy, number 3, into the game. She's blocking or attempting to block there. There's a whistle. And net violation, but give Doty the kill. She gets credit for the kill regardless of the net violation. And serving for New Knoxville is number 10, Meg Jurasic. Set a little far out as Greavy had not much of a chance to bring that one back in, and the hitting error will give New Knoxville the 7-point lead at 10-3, and serving again for the Rangers is number 10, Meg Jurasic, sophomore middle hitter. Greavy free balls it over. Jurasic nice up to Flitterjohn. Quick attack. Caitlin Lammers, another attacker, Greg, another kill by a different Ranger.
Yeah, they're definitely getting in their offense much quicker than the Botkins. And I think that first pass is really a big key to that. Knoxville's gotten good position and gotten the ball up to the front row pretty quickly.
Scratch that. It was out of bounds. So we'll give it. So, but your point was they're still getting the ball in offense quickly, Greg. Sorry for interrupting you, but
no worries.
Lammers does not get the serve. New Knoxville, though, will get the point on the service error by the Trojans. Louth checks into the front row. Tasia Louth along with Caitlin Lammers and Morgan Luffel, the front line for the Rangers. That serve carries out of bounds.
Doty trying to catch the far sideline there. The ball hooks on her a little bit to the right.
Little slice off the tee.
Little slice, yeah.
11-5, New Knoxville. Bella Uri with the serve. Lammers doesn't cross the tape as the top of the net catches it, drops it down to New Knoxville side. Hitting error. We give Botkins their 6th point. They've trailed by as much, I believe, 7. Maybe it was 6, 10-4, I think. Lammers, seeing the opening, takes advantage of it.
Yeah, I saw the blockers come up. Nobody really on the right side there. It's pretty easy dump there for her.
Number 8 for New Knoxville, Joanna Frankenberg. Senior defensive specialist, puts the ball in play. Louth gets credit for the kill, and a thank you card in the mail from Botkins as the overpass became a good set for Louth, and she took advantage of it.
Her eyes were wide open when that one came across and saw the easy attack coming, and she was able to finish.
Sometimes those are hard for girls to wait. They see it coming. It's not from the normal spot that they're used to getting set, and their timing can be off, but she timed it very well and took advantage of the overpass.
Good chance here for Botkins to get something to set up.
Another hard hit, good swing by Louth, and she's been very consistent here in set number 1, and a timeout on the court called by Botkins. Your score, New Knoxville 14, Botkins 6. We'll take a break and come back with more volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
A good start here in this match for the Rangers. They enjoy an 8-point lead, 14-6. Greg, you've talked about their offense. They've been able to get into rhythm very quickly, and they've had very few hitting errors. A number of girls getting attacks for kills. On the other end, or the other side, Botkins more of not quite as aggressive, having trouble recovering, getting into offense. And the result right now is New Knoxville up here early in set 1.
Yeah, New Knoxville's had 6 different hitters record a kill. Botkins just 1. So they're really struggling in that category. We'll have to try to get something going here later in this first set, but there's another one put down
Caitlin Lammers.
By Caitlin Lammers.
Off the fingertips of the would-be blockers for the Trojans. Joanna Frankenberg, again, number 8, serving for the Rangers. Nice up by Bergman. back row attack from Schwartz. Faith Homan, New Knoxville's libero, with the save, and Louth down the line and in.
And what you won't see on that is what a great pass Faith Homan made up to the front row off of that initial hit. She laid it right up to the setter, didn't even have to move. And Tasia Louth, the recipient there, she records her fourth kill here in the first set.
Makes a difference when you get a good pass and they get another one there. That time, Trojans good defensive play to keep the tap by Lammers alive. Fletcher-John cannot find the opening. Good play by Schwartz. Greavy's touch is played up, and Faith will back set or back bump. Nice defensive play as the Rangers commit the miscue, and the Trojans will get the point. A long volley, Greg, some good hits, some good defense, and a rare hitting error by the Rangers gives the point to Botkins.
Yeah, good location on the hit from Botkins. I'm not sure.
Bailey.
Might have been off of Bailey, and it was in this far corner and gave Knoxville a little trouble.
Hit by Louth, just carries long. 8-point cushion right now for the Rangers. They've doubled up Botkins, 16-8. Janelle Greavy with the serve. Nice set by Fletcher-John. Good touch at the net by the Trojans.
Hannah Bailey got a piece of that one.
And Vehorn, I think, up there with her as well. Schwartz back row. Fletcher-John short to Lammers. Schwartz with a nice pickup. Keeps it alive. The Rangers with the advantage now. They go to Louth, who's been hot. Boy, good job of defensively, and Botkins will kind of let it falter.
Little miscommunication there. Wasn't sure who was going to get that second hit.
Well, the setter gets a second hit.
Right.
And that time, the pass, as you mentioned, there was a heck of a hit by Louth. I believe someone dug it up. Maybe it was Schwartz. But when the setter has to travel, that makes a difference.
Tough, for
and
sure.
You mentioned New Knoxville's offense. When Homan can get it to Fletcher-John without moving, it makes running the offense a lot easier.
There's a good one by Botkins.
Kill
recorded.
Danielle Schwartz. Having to carry the attack responsibilities for the most part. They're not only using her in the front, Greg, but now finding her ability in the back, and she does rotate into the front row, so good news for the Trojans. Serve into the net by Bailey. So the Trojans' front line is 4, 5, and 6. Danielle Schwartz, number 4, Alexis Vehorn, number 5, and Brielle Boroff, number 6, the front row attackers.
Sorry, Jeff, you got a whole nother rotation in here now for New Knoxville, too, as Doty comes back in. Lammers is out, and so is Louth. So a little bit different group here for New Knoxville. See how they go with that.
Doty's awkward angle attack, as the pass was coming, I should say the ball over her shoulder, a little bit off the back line or off the 10-foot line, carries out of bounds. When you have to move as a hitter, sometimes you really have to imagine, okay, where's the court now? How do I keep everything square? And hit it just out of bounds as New Knoxville with a quick set. Timing just off a bit between Fletcher-John and Jurassic.
And that's really the only place I've seen New Knoxville struggle. That short set in the middle, you know, it's right beside you, so it's a little tougher to get good elevation on it. It's been a little flat, both with Lammers and now with Jurassic.
Good pickup by Bergman. Scott with a nice save for the Rangers. Doty into the net. So New Knoxville now, off the top of my head, Greg, probably their last 5 attacks, 5 swings, probably 4 in the net or 4 out of bounds.
But you could see that. It was a great cross-court set. It's a little easier to do. You can get some air under it. It's set up perfectly. They've struggled to just miss-hit that one a little bit, but they've struggled a little bit up close. And see if they can adjust. There it is again. That's a nice one.
Good arm swing, assist by Fletcher-John, kill by Doty. And serving again now for the Rangers, Carly Fletcher-John. Sophomore setter will catch the tape and record an ace.
That's her second. She's the only one that's recorded an ace in this match so far, and she has 2 of them.
Timeout by the Trojans, and the Rangers at 20 and the Trojans at 12. We'll be back with more volleyball here on NKTelco Sports.
We knew that we could use hometown opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. The Rangers maintain an 8-point lead. That's about where we were at, Greg, when they took Botkins, took their first time out.
Yeah, they've got some solid play all the way around, as we've talked about. Followed up with a couple of aces by Carly Flutterjohn, and first team to 20, leading by 8.
Bergman with the pass over, back set to Morgan Leffel, cross court kill. Freshman number 5, Morgan Leffel.
And nice adjustment by Leffel. That pass a little bit to her right. She's able to shift her body, still get some velocity on it, and gets in a good location for the kill.
Free ball by Danielle Schwartz. Deep corner, Scott runs it down. Setter is out, so Homan will bump it as Flutterjohn took the first touch. Schwartz on offense, down the line and in, inside the antenna, everything looked good. Clean hit, 13th point for the Trojans.
And a nice play there by Botkins. Initially on that point, if we go all the way back, as you see the follow through there from Schwartz, we could go all the way back to the beginning, you'd see that first pass from them they struggle with again, and it goes nowhere, and that stays in that back row, but defense recovered well. Botkins able to get a second opportunity and gave a nice set there to Schwartz, who was able to record her second kill.
That attack was out. So Alexis Vihorn will get a chance now. Consecutive serves for Vihorn, so a good thing for the Trojans. They need points now as New Knoxville with 21. Not much time-wise, I shouldn't say time, not many points left for the Trojans to try to battle back. And there's a 22nd point now for New Knoxville. Lammers back into the front row.
4th kill recorded there for Taylor Doty here in set number 1.
Lammers, Leffel, and Doty, the New Knoxville front row. Doty will swing over to the left. Lammers will stay in the middle, and Leffel will go to the right. In, back corner, good spot by Janelle Greavy. So the Trojans hanging in there need to, again, use consecutive serves here.
Yeah, they just got to execute a little better, get their setup, get it to their hitters. Nice play there by Greavy. The set was a little bit behind her. She's able to get a good, nice arm swinging on it for the kill.
Doty from the right, out of bounds. So couldn't quite snap it off. The ball carries, floats out of bounds, and the Trojans hanging around. I mean, they're down 6. New Knoxville's aided them a little bit, I think, with some of their hitting errors as of late, and that won't be a service ace. So the Trojans with an ace, and Danielle Schwartz just with a couple kills, but she's been their more aggressive attacker, maybe is the best way to say it. New Knoxville's been able to dig him out.
Yeah, just having 4 kills as a team here in the set. There's a second ace. That was right on the line. Good shot there by Schwartz. But, you know, as you mentioned, they've only had 4 kills recorded this set, you know, compared to Knoxville, who has like 13. For only being down 5 points, they've hung around pretty good.
Make it 4 points now. As close as they've been for a long time. Homan runs it down. Flutterjohn pushes it over. Botkins will try to go to work. They can't take advantage of it. New Knoxville, golden opportunity. And they take advantage to give them their 5-point lead, 23-18.
And that's really volleyball right there, right? As you see the replay here, the good pass up front to the setter, pushed over to the hitter on the far side, and a good execution. It doesn't have to be harder than that a lot of times. It's easier said than done. That first pass is crucial. Knoxville able to execute to perfection right there.
Doty serving for New Knoxville. Miscommunication by the Trojans. Unforced error will give the Rangers game point here in set number 1. And
yeah, just the opposite there. Botkins had a good first pass. Couldn't quite get the setup after that. And the result is a unforced error.
Free ball over. So here the Rangers will try to end it. They cannot hitting error. So you mentioned with Botkins only having 4 kills, they've got 19 points.
Right.
So a couple aces by the Trojans, so it gives them maybe 6. The other ones are coming from either miscues by the Rangers on hitting,
right,
and for most part, I would say that's the majority of them because they haven't had many mishandled hits or, ball handling errors, so it's all been hitting errors. In that case, kind of an unforced error. You can almost give her an ace, if you will, because New Knoxville did not field the serve cleanly by Bella Uri. And the Trojans hanging around down by 4. Flutter John will try to end it here with Louth, and it will work. So New Knoxville hangs on, wins set 1, 25-20. We'll come back after words from our sponsors for game number 2 here at New Knoxville on NKTelco Sports.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers, to families with the pitter-patter of little feet, to teenagers taking over the kitchen. 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Game number 2 getting ready to get started. Greg, New Knoxville dominated in a way game 1. They had a lot of kills, but they also kept Botkins in it with some of their hitting attack errors.
Yeah, they ended up with 16 kills total. Tasia Louth 5 and Taylor Doty 5 to lead the way. On the other side, Botkins only had 4. So you credit them for hanging around and cutting down their mistakes to stay close. But on the flip side, when you got 16 kills in a match and the other one has 4, you don't expect the final score to be 25-20.
What that means is New Knoxville had some attacking errors. So the hitting percentage for the Rangers probably not real good that set number 1, but they got enough of them in and took care of business to hold on to win. Botkins made an effort. They had trailed by as many as 8, cut it back to 4 late in the set. New Knoxville finishes it out 25-20. We're underway here for number 2 with Aaron Scott serving for New Knoxville. Schwartz able to tip it over in front of Leffel. Tough play as Schwartz did a nice job really not giving Leffel a chance, and you'll see it here. Good spot.
Good start for the Trojans. A nice location for Schwartz.
Doty downtown and in. Had a decent, again, had a lot of good strong hits in set 1. Hitting percentage for her, maybe not right where she wanted to be, but she definitely brings the power. And
she now has 6.
1-1 your score. Schwartz out left front. Caught the tape and maybe a hand, and that threw off the rhythm for Scott in the back row. She could not field it. And Botkins on top 2-1.
A couple miss hits, and she's equaled her kill total for the first set already here in the first 3 points. She's got 4 total now here in the match.
Janelle Greavy into the front row wearing number 3 for the Trojans. Doty set high, and she's able to hang in there and find an off-speed attack. And
yeah, just enough reach here, as you'll see on the replay. They set a little bit behind her, and she's able to push it over into the opening to record her 7th kill.
Meg Drossick puts it in play for New Knoxville. Greavy, strong attack, pushes it through a couple would-be New Knoxville blockers.
Maybe Coach Trigo said something over there in the huddle, because they've already got 3 kills here in the first 5 points through Botkins. They only recorded 4 in the whole first set. So, we did start in the morning with this game. Maybe they were just a little tired, and seem to be revving it up here in set 2.
Officially 12:01.
There we go.
We're now in the afternoon here at New Knoxville. So JV game, as I said before, went 3 sets. New Knoxville winners 2-1. Lammers out of the middle and powers it through the double block. So Caitlin Lammers records a kill.
3 for her now here in the match.
She had a number of blocks for points against St. Mary's in her last outing on Thursday. Haven't seen any blocks for points today, Greg, but she's capable. So I believe she had 4 against the Rough Riders, and there's a handling error. There's a set a little close to the net, and Botkins' Hannah Bailey couldn't come up with a good clean hit. That gives New Knoxville their 4th point and their first lead of game number 2. Lammers, boy, good play by Bergman as
Very
Lammers
nice.
powered the overpass back. And her swing there carries long. Good job by number 12, Sarah Bergman.
Yeah, very solid defense there by Botkins. That looked like a for sure point for Lammers. As on the overplay, it came right to her, but give Botkins a lot of credit there. Defense hung in there to record the point.
Bella Uri puts it in play for the black and gold, or black and yellow. Attack by Bailey picked up New Knoxville. Schwartz uses the top of the tape, nearly comes away with the kill, and New Knoxville puts it in play back on the other side. And that one mishit by Bailey. She didn't get a good clean contact, and the result in a point for the Trojans. Really, it was a volley, Greg. Looked like Botkins was in control, and it ends up being New Knoxville's point.
I was just going to say they're doing a much better job of getting the ball up front quicker and getting it to the hitters in a good position, and just unable to finish that one.
Greavy's attack picked up by New Knoxville. Lammers out of the middle. Down, good assist by Flutterjohn.
Yeah, and you'll see there's a lot more elevation on that set in the middle. We talked about it earlier. That's really the first one that they've gotten up there a little bit higher for Lammers to handle. And she's got good reach and elevation to go up and get that ball and finish it off.
Greavy's attack is picked up. It'll be dropped over, I believe, number 2, Hannah Bailey.
Yep.
Give her the block or the kill. She records the point. As you'll see it here, I'd give her the attack. New Knoxville dug it out, but it carried over. It gave Bailey an opportunity to score, and it brings her team back to within 1. Free balled over by New Knoxville. A tough play by the Trojans. They keep it alive, and New Knoxville gives it back. So right now, the Rangers not quite as clean and crisp as maybe what they were. It's a tie game at 6-all, and give credit to the Trojans here for a good start to set number 2. Greavy with the serve.
A very good serve, picked up nicely by New Knoxville.
And the attack and the kill by number 2, Hannah Bailey. And also, the good serve you mentioned, Greg, New Knoxville couldn't keep it on their side, so Botkins gets the ball and a chance to go to offense, and Bailey finishes.
Yeah, come out with a lot more energy here in the second set, and a couple nice little bumps across by Hannah Bailey.
Louth hammers that one down and records a kill and gives New Knoxville a tie at 7-all as Faith Homan, the New Knoxville libero, a 5'6" senior, will serve for the Rangers. Free ball by the Trojans. Frankenberg up to Flutterjohn. Again, that play has worked well. Their game last week against St. Henry, they really used that short attack play often and successfully. Today, maybe the timing's a bit off, and again, there's not a lot of time for reaction. The rhythm has to be there, as you mentioned, Greg, so that you can execute efficiently, and New Knoxville has struggled a bit. And that one will be a violation, hitting ball handling error, attack error, and a 2-point lead. The biggest lead for the Trojans all match today for the Trojans has been 2. Violation on the Rangers, I believe. Flutterjohn trying to recover the pass, went under the net, and it's a 3-point lead now for Botkins. And I believe number 26 is Paige Dosek serving for Botkins. A 3-point lead for the Trojans. Flutterjohn, Louth, out of bounds.
And this is really a lot like the first set in the sense of Botkins is just getting it out there, putting the ball in play and making New Knoxville get it back across, and New Knoxville is hitting the ball out of bounds and mishit a couple plays and giving Botkins a lot of credit. They came out and played a lot better this second set already, and those mishits are now catching up to New Knoxville a little bit as the Trojans have a couple more kills and have extended to a 4-point lead.
Schwartz, solid contact, couldn't get on top of the volleyball, and it goes long. A much-needed break for the Rangers. They trail by 3. Aaron Scott wears number 20, 5'5" junior. gets the service ace. So back-to-back points for New Knoxville.
It's our first ace of the second set.
Good swing, New Knoxville able to keep it alive. They will push it over, so another chance here for the Trojans if they can get an aggressive attack. Not so much. New Knoxville will go to work. Doty off a finger records the kill.
Taylor Doty got a good start to the afternoon here. She has 8 kills now here in the first 2 sets.
Scott continuing to serve. New Knoxville has now scored, I think, 3 points in a row. They trail by 1. Schwartz attack into the net.
That set a little bit behind her, or past her, if you'd say.
I think Coach Trigo will take a timeout. The score is tied 11-all. You're watching high school girls volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back, 11-all here in game number 2. Game 1 went to the Rangers 25-20. Knotted up here in game number 2. The Rangers have run off 3 straight points, prompting Coach Trigo to call a timeout. New Knoxville trying to regain the lead. Schwartz attack played up by Homan. Drosik's touch is picked up, and it's going to be 4 hits, so I would give almost a kill to, was it Schwartz maybe, that, maybe not after 3 hits, but it was a violation. New Knoxville could not take advantage of it. It also was a result of a good solid hit attack by the Trojans. Brielle Boroff, number 6.
Well, you won't get much easier of an ace than that. There's a little miscommunication on the far side for New Knoxville.
Uncharacteristic for the Rangers, and the service ace does go to Boroff, so the Botkins back on top by 2. New Knoxville will not be able to do anything. They will give the Trojans a chance. Behorn's attack picked up. Doty, a little frustration maybe swing there. Is that one driven hard and inbounds? I say frustration. I think New Knoxville maybe feels like they're committing some weird or odd or just mental mistakes.
Mental, there you go.
Couldn't think of the right word to keep it clean, but Doty comes up with a big answer. They still trail by 1. Botkins not able to run down the serve, give the ace to the Rangers. Carly Flutterjohn, she had a couple, I believe, in game 1, Greg, and give her 1 there.
She did have 2 in the first game, so she has 3 total here in the first 2 sets.
13-all. And a good play by Schwartz, and I'd give Flutterjohn another one as the first touch not playable by the Trojans, and back-to-back points for New Knoxville.
Hey, something on that ball that she's in. They're having a hard time adjusting to 3 straight aces for Carly Flutterjohn. She's got a nice little deceptive backspin or side spin, I should say, on that ball, and it cuts right at the end.
Botkins shifts their receiving alignment over, and Flutterjohn hit it elsewhere. And Botkins with the point. Was that their setter, Yuri, that tapped it over?
I think so, but I'm sure they're excited that
well, Yuri gets credit for the kill then.
That they got that one over, and Flutterjohn's off the service line.
Let's get a rotation here and get back to offense, and they give it right back. A service error. We have not seen many service errors for the most part today.
There have been more hitting errors than anything. You're right. Serving has been pretty good up to this point.
Drosik for New Knoxville. Dosek gets it up, and they'll have to, well, they get a good swing out of it after the pass a little bit back, and Doty diagonally had to twist her body shape a bit. And
she does a nice job with the balls in her general area. She's got 5 kills in both the first and the second set, now to lead all with 10. You see there she adjusts on the fly, but still gets some good arm velocity on that in regard to the kill.
Got the shoulders turned and went diagonally. New Knoxville quickly up by 3, make it 4. So now the Rangers are putting together some energy, and Coach Triga will burn his second timeout. And with a 4-point lead, the Rangers will take a timeout on the court with them. You're watching high school girls volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
18-14 your score. I'm Jeff Henson. Alongside me today is Greg Burning, and the Rangers beginning to get some separation. Now remember, Botkins, Greg, held a 3 or 4 point lead earlier in the set.
11-8 they were up.
So Knoxville has cleaned it up a little bit. We talked about their serve receiving early on in game 2 for the Rangers, not real good. And Botkins has done a nice job of keeping the ball alive and almost, if you will, forcing New Knoxville to make some mistakes. And
yeah, they really limited their errors, which gave them an opportunity in both these first 2 sets.
But now what got Botkins, what got New Knoxville lead back, though, was the serve receiving of Botkins, that stretch with Flutterjohn. She ran off about 2 or 3 straight aces. And
yeah, 3 straight aces, 2 straight kills by Doty, and they've recorded 5 points in a hurry.
Happens pretty quick. And not a lot you can do to stop momentum except take a timeout.
Checking the rotation.
Yeah, that always
right
would. That's your unofficial timeout, right? Ask for a lineup check.
Yeah.
or have everybody start tying their shoe. You know, something to kind of stall the momentum. Jurasik serve picked up. Pushed over by Schwartz deep. Flutterjohn close to the net. Doing what she could, but couldn't make a legal play on it. You mentioned it before, Greg. Offenses here, no matter who you are, all starts with a good first pass.
Yeah, when it's right up by that net, it's really tough to handle.
And the Rangers are playing a 5-1. She's in the back row, so she can't attack it above the net. So, you know, you may think, well, just hit it over. Well, she can if she's above the net.
Right.
In basic terms, I think that's the way it is. And so it's critical that first touch, first pass is to your setter. And you've alluded to that where somebody's, you know, it's amazing how they can do it with such consistency once in a while. And
right.
It's hard to do that.
In a hurry. There's an ace recorded by Taylor Doty. She's had a very good second set, 5 kills and an ace now.
New Knoxville first one to 20. They're 5 away from earning game number 2 victory. Bergman gets it up. Botkins hitting violation, double hit or comes out of the hands awkwardly, called against Bailey. So New Knoxville now 21-15, their biggest lead of set 2, as every point they get is their biggest, but they give it right back. Back to now a 5-point lead for the Rangers, and Yuri will serve for the Trojans. Flutterjohn to Lammers. Touch is picked up. Nice job by Schwartz. Louth. Diagonally where nobody was at, and more importantly, Greg, for the Rangers, inbounds.
Yeah, for sure. When they've gotten the opportunity to set their hitters up, there's another good view there of Louth. They've been able to execute, but that's been the real struggle. They've had a hard time getting the ball up there here in the second set to their hitters. And just the second recorded kill for Louth here in the second set.
Schwartz will step in.
Good block.
Set Boroff. It's blocked for point. Nice duo block there by the Rangers. One of the first probably blocked for points, Greg, we've
It's
seen.
the very first. Carly Flutterjohn records that one.
You see a lot of touches, but it only counts as a block if it counts for a point. Louth went across the net before the third hit, I believe, and they took the ball away. So the violation there will give Botkins their 17th point. Good up by Doty. Good set by Fletterjohn. Botkins does a nice job keeping alive. They're going to have to free ball it over. New Knoxville, golden opportunity. Louth in rhythm. Again, Botkins nearly can't keep it alive. He did a nice job, Greg, keeping it alive, but boy, just could not get it in control to get an aggressive attack.
Yeah, nice answer there by New Knoxville. Set up Louth with a good shot, and like you said, Botkins just not quite able to come up with this. Is a set point here for New Knoxville.
Homan with the serve. Schwartz will bump it over. Again, offensively, these are the situations you like. Good touch at the net by the Trojans. Bailey free balls it over. Fletterjohn trying to find the corner open. Nice job by Schwartz, keeping it alive. Back row attack by Doty. Off the hands of Bergman. Doty the kill. New Knoxville, a 25th point. They take game 2, 25-17. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have game number 3 here at New Knoxville. You'll watch high school girls volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Welcome back to New Knoxville. Game 3 getting ready to get started. New Knoxville on top 2-0. So a must have, if you will, Greg, for the Trojans who battled in game 2, took a lead, held the lead midway through the match, or through the set. But boy, have to go back, maybe the serving by Fletterjohn, recording those 3 aces and a couple kills by Doty really flipped momentum quickly.
Yeah, they really had a good start, did Botkins last set. As you mentioned, Knoxville able to record 5 aces that last set and get some timely hitting from Doty to finish that one out at 25-17.
Louth, her attack dug up by Bergman. Remember, she's normally a hitter, but right now not trying to work herself back from an injury and dug that ball out. New Knoxville into the net. Not for sure who for Botkins hit that, but it probably would have been a kill as a pass carried Fletterjohn into the netting. Louth again with a strong hit. Give Louth the kill, this time off of Dosek's arms.
Good hit there by Louth. She records her 8th kill the match.
She will check out, and serving for New Knoxville, number 20, Aaron Scott. Schwartz, right idea, maybe got a little too much air under it. Jurasic attack picked up and give Jurasic a kill. Not one of her more aggressive ones.
Yeah, shows up like a little hook shot almost.
A reverse layup.
Right.
Coming from a couple basketball coaches, that's what we describe it as. Jurasic, though, records the kill, gives New Knoxville their 2nd point, the first lead of the set. Scott, nice up to Fletterjohn. She goes outside to Doty. Her attack goes off the tape. That slowed it down and allowed Botkins a chance to make a play on it. And Schwartz trying to go cross court. Would have been a nice attack, but it can't cross the tape, and it drops on the Botkins side for the 3rd New Knoxville point.
Yeah, not the start you wanted if you're Botkins trailing 2-0, but early on here, time for them to recover. And looking for an answer.
Free ball, again, New Knoxville. This is where you want to go quick and efficient. Bergman with a nice dig. Schwartz, attack is picked up. Doty's attack dug up again by Bergman. Ball handling error against the Trojans. 4th point for New Knoxville. They increased the lead now to 3. Picked up by Homan as Boroff's attack went over, and Doty finishes for New Knoxville, and she's had a very crisp game.
Very. She had a nice opening there. No blockers in front of her. Great little lane down the middle there, and she was able to execute for the kill.
Makes it pretty nice when you mention the word no blockers. Then it's just like practice almost. You really don't have much to worry about except your timing. And wow, nice hit. Good pickup by Schwartz. A lot of velocity on that attack. Schwartz, her attack picked up by Scott. Scott will down ball it over from the back row. Somebody who's in the net, doesn't matter, as Jurassic attack went in, they're going to say New Knoxville was in the net. So the Rangers do not get credit for the kill. Instead, the Trojans record their second point. Brielle Boroff with the serve. Doty took a lot of it off, but good awareness by Boroff to keep it alive, but Botkins fails to get it over.
A little miscommunication there again. They haven't had a lot of those mishits. Botkins, they've done a good job of cutting down their errors, but they had a couple right there and now they trail by 4 here early on in the third set.
Fletcher-John serving for New Knoxville. Boy, Bergman did a nice job digging back there, doing that libero spot. And the attack by the Trojans, out of bounds. Good court awareness, Greg, by the Rangers. Someone yelling out, and good judgment, good decision. New Knoxville up by 5. Coach Trigo will take a timeout. We'll burn one with him as well. You're watching high school girls volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Set for them, and they already lead 2-0. They lead by 5 on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, they've got good balance again, like they started out in the first set. 3 kills already here by 3 different people to start set number 3. And as you mentioned, Botkins in a hole needing to respond. That's not the answer they were looking for.
Timeout did not work. A lot of times we've seen, Greg, where teams take timeout. The next player, the serve, is in the net or out of bounds. But Fletcher-John's been very efficient. She records another ace. Battle at the net is pushed over. New Knoxville with the offense. Doty will hit it over and give the Trojans a chance on offense. Touched and put back over. New Knoxville will record the point as Trojans couldn't keep it in play and get a good third hit.
It really came off the block by Morgan Leffel. Nicely done defensively by New Knoxville.
7-point lead for the Rangers. Fehorn's attack into the net.
Yeah, you see the good blocks there again, though. They won't get a point for it, but Doty and Jurassic up there putting up a tough wall as Knoxville was able to push the lead to 8.
But right now, there's another ace we'll give the Rangers. Scott is, or I'm sorry, Fletcher-John. Not so much there, the spot by Fletcher-John, just a miss hit, but because it wasn't recorded or, recovered cleanly, it's an ace.
Just 7. Just 7 now on the day.
Doty's attack into the net, never crossed. Much needed break for Botkins. They had dug themselves a huge hole. They trail by 8. Serving for Botkins is Alexis Fehorn. Homan up to Fletcher-John. Doty with the kill. A little too quick for Fehorn to kind of shift her body around, and usually if you're not square, it's tough to keep the ball in play. And
it was very good execution again by New Knoxville. Back row up to the setter, perfect pass, set up the hitter, and she followed through to finish.
Greavy a huge arm swing. Didn't maybe make solid contact, but it does find enough, and it falls on the New Knoxville side. The fourth Botkins point. Serving for Botkins is number 4, Danielle Schwartz. Good serve by Schwartz, and New Knoxville will free ball it over by Leffel. Bergman to Uri. Greavy's attack picked up by Scott. Rangers quickly go to work, and Clutterjohn feeds Lammers.
What a great play by Scott. She's buried in that far corner and just bumps a perfect pass up to the setter, which gives Lammers a kill.
People won't always know how many kills and blocks people had, but sometimes it's, like you said, it's more important how many clean digs.
Knoxville on a run now is Taylor Doty able to place that first serve in a great spot on the far sideline. She'll record her first ace of the day.
She'll get the ace, and again, Botkins right now, just the serve receiving has been letting them down. Some of these serves, I'm not saying they're easy, but I think just basically misplayed. And
right.
Sometimes when you get in that rut, trying to do that and break that bad habit, if you will, is tough to do. New Knoxville now up by 11.
And that was Taylor Doty's second ace of the day. My mistake on that.
Rangers have recorded a number of them this afternoon. I should say this morning and this afternoon. Louth with power and the kill, 16-4.
Second kill for Tasia Louth here in this third set, and 9 overall for the day.
New Knoxville 3-2 on the season, looking to go 4-2. Kind of a miscommunication there. The ball hit right in that all-court area for the Trojans, and they will take a timeout. They trail by 13. We'll take a break and come back with set number 3 here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Knoxville in control in game number 3. Botkins really sluggish here, just not kind of the same team we saw in game number 2. Now I'll give credit to New Knoxville. I think they've played a little bit more aggressive this set, getting some good passing.
They just haven't had a good start right from the very beginning, and that's what you've seen a lot, just balls that are just going out of bounds, mishit a little bit. They've only got 1 kill here in the third set, so they've really struggled to get the ball to their hitters. There's a good first pass.
Clutterjohn trying to find Schwartz asleep, but Schwartz recovers nicely. From the back row, Schwartz attacks. It goes off New Knoxville's block attempt out of bounds. The 5th point for the Trojans. They need a bunch here to get back into this thing. New Knoxville in control in a must-have set for the Trojans. They lost the first 2. Nice service ace by number 9, Bella Uri.
Botkins could definitely use some more of those. Good serve there.
Clutterjohn runs it down, backs it to Leffel. Cross court picked up by Bergman. Give Leffel the kill if you want, as her attack led to an errant pass. 19-6 as Joanna Frankenberg, number 8, in for the Rangers. Bailey's attack picked up. New Knoxville runs this one down. Mistimed attack there. Lammers, again, that was a tough play. That short set and kind of come over her shoulder.
And it's quick, but it's got to have a little bit of elevation on it. It really never cleared the net in order for Lammers to knock it down. But Knoxville still in control here at 19-7 in set 3.
Meg Russell, number 25 for the Trojans, serving. Nice serve, picked up by Doty. Louth, good top spin, but not enough top spin as it bounces out of bounds. 19-8 now, still an 11-point lead for the Rangers. continuing to serve is Meg Russell. Doty. As Lammers had an opening, but hit it into the net.
Yeah, this is kind of what we saw in the first set, right? Knoxville had a great start, got rolling along, and then just kind of started making a couple of simple hitting errors. I don't want to say simple, it's probably not the right way to say it, but there's one right at the net you got to get over. Louth just hit one deep. You know, some balls that they easily could play in. They're just really giving Botkins some opportunities.
Louth with a good hit, good contact off a couple blockers, and goes out of bounds. 20-9. Faith Homan will now serve for the Rangers. 5 points away from winning today's match. Horns attack played by New Knoxville. Jurasic uses tape, and it's played up by the Trojans. So again, it goes to New Knoxville, and off of a block it goes as Tasia Louth with her kill, and the Rangers 4 points away.
A couple good responses there from Louth. She's got 4 kills here in the third set.
Blocked at the net. Meg Jurasic. Good timing as a ball near the net. And Jurasic stayed out of it and was able to get a hand on ball and record a 22nd point for the Rangers. Knuckleball by Homan, played up by the Trojans. Schwartz out of the back row will hit it long. Substitution coming in for the Trojans, number 15, Emma McName. For the Trojans, 23-9 in favor of New Knoxville. Schwartz out of the back row, picked up by Frankenberg. Louth again, hit it strong, but hit it long. New Knoxville keeps, or the hitting error I should say, keeps the Trojans now, gives the ball to the Trojans. They trail by 13. Emma McName, number 15 for the Trojans. Schwartz, push across court where Louth is able to make a play. Fletcherjohn's dump is picked up. And Schwartz into the top of the tape, drops on her side. Out will be a New Knoxville point. That's match point now for New Knoxville as Aaron Scott will come in and try to finish this one off for New Knoxville. Tough pass there as they run it down. Schwartz bumps it over. Fletcherjohn to Jurasic. Jurasic off the touch, back across. And that one does not clear. It will be a point for the Rangers. They will win game number 3, 25-10, and win the match today against the Trojans in 3 straight sets. We will take a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from New Knoxville. You're watching high school girls volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us! Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Knoxville. I'm here with head coach Morgan Strayer. Her team victorious today in 3 straight sets over the Trojans. First of all, how is it in your first season? The alumni of New Knoxville went to Gannon, now you're coaching. So all this in a brief, short period of time. How's it feel?
Feels great. I knew I always wanted to coach, and coming back to my high school, there's nothing better than that.
Cool. That's good to see your team's off to a good start now, 4-2. You had a heck of a way to start last season at Coldwater. Some very good competition.
Yeah.
Your team played very well.
Yeah, that's probably one of the hardest tournaments around. Very, very competitive, and I was happy with how we ended. I wish we would have beat St. Henry.
Well,
but
you get
yeah.
another chance here in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
maybe you can play them in league. But yeah, very competitive with some very good teams. Your team today, again, a 3 straight 3-set win. Maybe not as clean as what you played probably last Saturday.
Yeah.
But took care of business, and the girls, continue to seem like they play well. Your setter, Fletcher John, pushes the ball all over your place. You have a lot of girls that can attack.
Yeah, I was really happy with how we played. First 2 sets, I think the communication was lacking. In fact, we could have talked more, but I was really happy with how we came out that 3rd set, took care of business.
Ended on a good note. Much cleaner 3rd set for the Rangers. A good way to end the weekend. And you've already played 6 games in 7 days, so fast and furious, right?
Yeah.
So
I think they're looking forward to a little break next week.
Well, thank you for your time. Congratulations. And your team played well and 4-2 in the season, so good luck the rest of the year. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from New Knoxville on NKTelco Sports.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Once again, we want to thank Coach Strayer for her time and getting her brief thoughts on her team's performance. And again, off to a good start for the season are the Rangers. And speaking of today's match, Greg, the Rangers take care of business in 3 straight sets.
Yeah, they were really balanced throughout. As far as kills for each set, they had 16 in the first, 11 in the second, and 12 in the third. And you see the scores there, they got better as each went on as far as their productivity and limiting the Trojans, and just did a nice job hitting-wise throughout. Really, the only issue they had all day was errors, unforced errors. They kind of kept Botkins in it, if you will, throughout. Botkins, on the other hand, really struggled. They did not have a lot of kills throughout. As we mentioned, they lost their big hitter, Sarah Bergman. Don't really know the extent of that injury. Hopefully she's okay, but they really struggled on the other side. 4 kills, 6 kills, and then only had 2 in the last set. So tough to win if you can't put the ball down, and they really struggled with that here today. But congratulations to the Rangers on a good win.
Yeah, the Rangers played well enough or got better, as Coach Strayer said, and more importantly, finished strong. So the Rangers will move to 4-2. The Trojans suffer their first loss of the season. They will drop to 2-1. Our players of the game tonight, or before we do, we'll go ahead with the players of the games. And first, for the Botkins Trojans, they went to her quite often with Bergman being out of the hitting, attacking position. They went to her quite often. She led the team in kills, and they set her in the front, they set her in the back, and that award goes to Danielle Schwartz.
Yeah, Danielle had a solid game, as you mentioned. With Bergman being out, they're going to have to lean on her a little bit more. She had a nice game, as you mentioned, coming into this against Fairlawn. Probably a little more defense tonight than she got against them, not to skew that at all, but a nice overall game, 5 kills, 2 aces, player of the game.
And on the other side for the New Knoxville Rangers, a lot of girls swung today for the Rangers, and probably the more dominating performance came from our player of the game, Taylor Doty.
Yeah, and Coach Strayer subs in a lot of players, and Doty made a good use of when she got the action. She got 13 kills and 3 aces, very solid performance, but there's a lot of good hitters on this team. New Knoxville is going to give some people some issues this year, especially if they can cut down those hitting errors. Then they're really going to be tough to handle.
Well, that'll wrap things up here from New Knoxville. We'd like to thank our camera crew today. They include Ian Bullheimer, our production guys, Isaac Sell and Tyler Wolf. For my partner this afternoon, Greg Burney, and I'm Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast. Once again, your final score, New Knoxville 3, Botkins 0 in straight sets today on high school girls volleyball. Thanks for watching.